Section 9.1.1 Web Basics Part 2. Did you know you can interact with a website without using a browser? curl and wget are two very similar commands to interact with a website. Essentially, curl or wget make it possible to grab the code for an entire website and put it into a file, or, using an option, download all the PDFs, or post several new documents. These terminal commands can request data from or send data to a web server. There are many advantages to using these commands, including they have options to fine-tune the request with a download of a whole website, or just a file, or upload one file or more files. They can be included in scripts to automate moving lots of data. They can be used to make API calls. Both send the results to the screen, but wget also saves it to a file. When you type this into the command line, you will use the basic syntax of curl, the website URL, or wget, the website URL. Get and post are the most used HTTP methods in website code. They are used to transfer data from client to server. The get command is used to request data from a specific resource. Requests are saved to browser history, and data may show in the URL. This is not good for sensitive data. An example of using the get command is here on your screen. The post command is used to send data to a server to create or update a resource. Data sent is stored in the request body of the HTTP request. An example of this is on your screen, with the host being cyber.org. A web programmer uses the developer tools to perform tasks like checking collaborative work, troubleshooting issues, or experimenting with new code. These tools can also be useful to forensic investigators or threat actors to gather information about web activities on a device. Every browser includes a set of tools to inspect the code and actions of a website. The easiest way to find them is by right-clicking on the web page and select View Page Source or Inspect. Cyber competitions like CyberStart America or Pico CTF include lots of challenges where developer tools are used to find the solution or the flag. We will be practicing the use of these tools in the lab, but you should remember to try them out whenever there is a puzzle that uses a web page. Many school IT departments will lock down device desktops so that these tools are not available to students. While developer tools don't have hacking uses, it makes the IT folks a little nervous to give students this capability because some of the possible actions will alarm uninformed adults. An example can be found in the supplemental materials. As I just mentioned, IT departments may lock down the developer tools to avoid programs with use by students. Unfortunately, the Elements tab does offer an opportunity for students to play a prank or hoax. This tab allows the user to make changes that show up on the web page, like defacing the page or changing text. But the changes only happen in the browser of that specific computer. It is a client-side only change. But when the page is refreshed, it reverts back to the original. This is using View Page Source to see behind the scenes. This is not interactive, but programmers often leave code comments which can be very informative and sometimes includes passwords. Inspect has several tables that are commonly used. Elements is when you temporarily change page information, but it only affects the version on your local device and it changes back upon page refresh. While this activity is a hoax, not really hacking, your teachers are probably aware of this and they will de-escalate these situations as they occur. In some schools, this capability has been used to make changes to the school webpage, and then they take a picture of that defaced page to post on social media. People believe that the student has defaced the actual website, and they become agitated about student hacking. Students have also used this on their online grade portal and make changes to posted grades to show their parents on their own computer, or to take a picture for posting on social media so they can say, look, I changed my grades. Again, the grade hasn't actually been changed, and the student has no real access to the grade input. This type of hoax is against the course ethics agreement, but it doesn't qualify as hacking since there is no intrusion into someone else's device or data. Other tables in the developer tools include the network. This table will show data as information goes in and out of the web page. This table will show data as information goes in and out of a web page, including the GET and POST requests. The application or storage is most useful for viewing cookies and local storage. This is data added to your device by the website you visit.